Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Last week I didn't get to finish the show, and I always like to sort of say good night to everybody. I especially say good night to the kiddies. Children, I think children are wonderful. In fact, I think every large family shouldn't be without them.
T-I-D-E, Tide.
You just heard the shortest commercial in television. No!
The walk-in miracle that gives you the cleanest clothes in town brings you in person, direct from Hollywood, that zany, lovable clown of clowns, Red Skelton.
T-I-D-E, Tide presents Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for inviting us back in again this week. A lot of things have happened I'd like to tell you about, starting off with my little boy and my little girl. Richard came running in. He'd been out playing out in the field, and he says, "Come out in the field, come out here, see what I got, see what I got." And I went out, there was a lot of milk bottles. I said, "What's that?" He said, "Look, a cow's nest." He came home from kindergarten the other day, and he says, I flunked in sand pile. I gives up. Give me a bottle of milk. I'm going to hit the bottle and go to bed. I said, "You flunked in sand pile?" He said, "Yeah, I put it in the wrong place. And by the way, the teacher wants to talk to you." Took 2 hours to dig her out. I told him the other day, I says, "What you should do is eat your spinach and drink your milk because it's good for you." And I told him about living a good, clean life. I says, "Look at your grandfather now. He didn't smoke, he didn't drink, and he didn't stay out late at night. And he's celebrating his 100th birthday." He says, "Yeah? How?" Another writer bit that does. Valentina came in this morning from Sunday school, and she says, "Look what I got, look." And she had a whole lot of money, and I says, "Where did you get that?" She says, "Down to Sunday school. They got baskets for you." We took him on a trip over to Phoenix, Arizona, and on the train, and Richard said, "I couldn't get no sleep. I couldn't get no sleep. Clickety-clack, all night long." And in the berth next to me, this guy kept saying, "I is George Washington. I is George Washington." But I fixed him right in the middle of the desert. I yelled, "Valley Forge," and he jumped out the window. I attended several luncheons this past week, and I noticed the different speakers. It seemed like during the election year that different type of speakers sort of come to life. And with your permission, I'd like to try and show different people and how they look when they make a speech. First, you have a fellow who bounces when he talks. These fellows. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, we are here because we're here, and because we're here. Now, these guys, for some reason, they always have trouble with the microphones for no reason at all. He says, "Tonight, we are about to start." This thing on. Hello. Yeah. Testing. Tonight, we are here because... Throw it in an ash can. Hello. Our first speaker tonight is a young man who is wearing heavy underwear. And it seems that during his speech, everything he says reminds him of the underwear and the itch. Our next speaker. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toastmaster. Tonight, the time has come for us to get our backs to the wheel. The past few years, on one side, we've had opposition, and on the other side, just plain hatred. We have to stand together now. If we expect to get to the bottom of this. Then you always have one speaker that always thanks them for being nice to him. He says, "Gentlemen, I'd like to propose a little toast to you. You've been very kind to me, and I want you to know that when I get up there in the Capitol, I'm not going to be like a lot of guys and forget my friends. I want you to know that you can always call on me for anything." Pardon me. Same guy after he's been in office for a couple of years. "Friends, tonight, we're going right down the list. We got quite a few guys that we're going to take care of. I attended a hunter's meeting the other day. Give me my hunter's hat, will you? Well, we're going to miss that boy around here. He says, "Friends of the hunting lodge, Moose Oods number 3. We are here tonight to talk about wonderful things that happened during the past hunting season. I'm very sorry, though, that our game warden won't be with us tonight. He zigged when he should have zagged. I was out the other day doing a little hunting, and a fella gave me a lot of bullets and some dogs. And I came back about a half hour later, and he says, "What's the matter? You out of bullets?" I said, "I'm out of dogs." He gave me one dog I'd never seen before. They call a pointer. I don't get much chance to get out and hunt, being president of the lodge. But he gave me this dog to go out and do some hunting with. And this was without a doubt the stupidest dog I've ever seen in my life. He would run a few feet, stop, raise one foot in the air, and then stare into space like that. But a couple of good boots took that out of him. Well, I'll turn you now over to the mayor, who has a few words to say. Could you give me the mayor's hat, please? Sam, that's it, that one right there. Any of them? Oh, you're getting better. My friends, and you are my friends. Don't say you're not my friends, because nobody's going to tell me who my friends are. I just returned from Washington, D.C., and had a wonderful luncheon down there. I knew whatever course was going to be. Drew Pearson predicted it. Just wait for a laugh. What for? I attended a wedding down there that was given by a Democrat. It was kind of pitiful to see those Democrats throwing old shoes at the bride and groom and the Republicans trying them on. Tonight, I'm here to say that I believe, yes, I believe that old man Mo is dead. I promise you that I am going to get elected again, and I hope I get through to you. I hope I'm getting through to you now. Let me repeat that. I never repeat myself, but I hope I'm getting through to you. I want you to know I intend to get elected because the last election I carried this ward here by 4,000 votes, and that's mighty good. Mighty good, considering it only got 500 votes. In conclusion, I'm going to say I'll see you folks in a few minutes, as I have to report. I have a very important engagement, and I don't like to keep my parole board waiting. One of the outstanding speeches heard the past few weeks was this one. We the people, what's left of the British Empire, wish to say we will extend our hearty congratulations, and at this time I'm not here for money. Yes, steel. The steel that holds up Fort Knox. I We like to say that the soldier, who is the father of quintuplets, and as long as we have soldiers like that, and as long as we have Fort Knox, there will always be England. The other day, while watching that newsreel that I just showed you there, I happened to notice the picture that was playing, and I noticed something very peculiar about the different heroes in the movies. They all have their own technique when they play a death scene. They all die the same way, you know. I get a kick out of those cowboys. They stand behind big rocks. All you see is just their head sticking out. Oh, they got me in the leg. You ever see those cowboys that make a speech just before they get killed? He says, before they die. He says, well, boys. That's a pretty nasty trick. Well, boys, this looks like it's it. If it ain't it, it's awful close to it. Well, I'll be seeing you up yonder. We're down yonder. I'll be seeing you at one of the yonders. Adios. The guy who has the greatest technique of all is George Raft. Did you ever notice him? When he gets shot in a picture, he dies very slowly. In case there's a fire, let him look for it. George Raft dies very slowly, tossing a coin. I get a kick out of, though, is Edward G. Robinson. He never knows when he's been hit. Now, listen, you guys pay attention to me, see? Anybody messes with me, it's curtains. You know why? I got a rod in my pocket. A curtain rod. I did that same joke 3 weeks ago. I just want to see if you're paying attention. You buy lollipops from me, see? Don't mess with anybody else, you see? Anybody buy some lollipops, they buy them for me because I'm going to get sucker out of all of you, see? Yeah. What you guys looking at, huh? I'm still a chief, remember that. I'm going, but I'll be right back. Oh. Technique of all is James Cagney, see? No matter how many times he gets shot in a picture, he keeps going until he gets to where he hit it.
Red Skelton presents The Skylarks.
today, feeling tomorrow, just like I'm feeling today. Just like he's feeling today, packing my trunk to make my getaway. St. Louis woman with a diamond ring. Pulls that man around by her apron sleeve. If it wasn't for powder and for store-bought man alone, he wouldn't have gone nowhere. No! Got the St. Louis, St. Louis. Just like a rock, cast it to the sea, or else that hard-hearted man, he wouldn't have stayed so far away from me. St. Louis woman.
Skelton's Film Scrapbook, Rock-a-Bye Baby. We now present a scene depicting life in the American home the way it should be.
Hello, dear.
Hello, dear.
Oh, how's the little one? Oh, you sweet little fella, you.
Here, I'll take
No, I haven't seen him all day. Let me have him. Here we go to Banbury Cross.
rough.
I'm not being rough. Oh, who's this? Oh, Mother! Oh, Mother! Oh, Mother, you better listen.
What's the matter with you? You're looking mighty thin, you know. What you need is massage. This is what you need is massage.
Oh, no. Why, let me take the little fella. Oh, isn't that sweet?
Here, I'll hold him, dear.
No, I want to hold him.
Oh, let me hold him.
No, let me take him, please.
Look here, he's drooling. I'll wipe his face.
Oh.
Oh, can I hold him?
Oh, no, honey, he's drooling on you. Let me hold him with you then.
Well, here, I'm going to get
Well,
you
no,
dirty.
let me take him for his walk. I'll put him in the buggy. My, his clothes look so dingy.
But I try so hard, dear. Maybe someday a better washing product will come along.
Oh, well, I'm not complaining. I'll take it for his walk. Here we go, sweetheart. I'll be right back. Just a little air is all. Bye.
That is the way that life in the American home should be. Now, without changing one word of dialogue or one bit of action, we are going to show you the way it really is under the pressure of rush of modern living.
Oh, dear. Mr. by 3 feet. Oh, you're high, kid.
Here, I'll take it.
Oh, let me have my... Oh, there you are. Take care. What you need is I'll take him for his... No, let me have him. I want to take him for a walk. Time for his walk. Get it. Didn't hurt him much. He's not even bleeding. Hey, the kid looks good. What'd you do to him?
Oh, boy, she's closed and tied.
Boy, she's closing tied? T-I-D-E, tied?
Yes, tied.
You mean the Wash Day Miracle gets clothes cleaner than any soap?
Yes, tied.
Yeah, kind of your hands, too, huh?
Yes.
All right, kid, come on. Time for your walk. Here we go. At this time, if with your permission, I'd like to do a few embarrassing moments, things that happen in everyday life, and see if any of them have ever happened to you. For instance, you ever walk up and slap someone on the back and they turn around and it's not who you thought it was? Things like that. First, Lucille Knox. Come out, Lucy. This is Lucille Knox, ladies and gentlemen, from Nashville, Tennessee. Hey, you look pretty tonight.
Well, thank you very much.
You really look nice.
Thank you.
I like your dress.
Oh, you do? I got it in Washington on my 18th birthday.
Oh, your 18th, huh? Huh?
The president gave it to me.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Say, that McKinley had good taste. Should have waited. You could have got a mink. First, we have a newly married couple saying goodbye to each other. A newly married couple. One of the, well, goodbye, dear. Goodbye. Ah! Goodbye. Oh. Goodbye. I've seen better-looking heads rolling down bowling alleys. Then we have a fellow who's very shy saying goodnight to his girl. He's only known her for about 3 years, you know, one of these guys. Well, here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Got you home early, didn't I?
You sure did.
Did you like the show?
Oh, yes.
It was good, wasn't it?
Sure was.
That lemonade was good, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Here comes the squeeze.
Yeah. Let's do them the way we rehearsed them, huh? Well, I gotta go now. There's something I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. Go ahead.
Well, it's nothing much. It's, gee, you have pretty teeth. Are they yours? I mean, would you mind if I put my arms around you?
Oh, no.
You wouldn't? Gee, I wanted to do... Then we have a sailor taking his girl home. Could I borrow your sailor hat, huh? Can I borrow your sailor hat? Oh, thanks a lot. Haven't you heard about Tide? Boy, a sailor taking his girl home. He's known her for about 10 minutes. See what I mean? Well, here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Well, I gotta go now.
So soon?
Yeah. Say, how about a smoochie? Come on, let's swab the deck, huh? Come on, how about a Glendale goober? What's the matter, you deaf?
What's the matter? You petrified?
No, but I... Oh! Here, lean back like that. Gee, ain't you skinny? Here, put your hands up here. Last night I kissed a girl and she picked my pockets. I like to see what I have. Well, close your mouth. I don't want to jump in. Hey, why do girls always close their eyes when I get ready to kiss them?
Have you looked in the mirror lately? I was only joking.
Yeah?
You remind me of Valentino.
Valentino's dead?
I know.
Well, you ready? What are you bluggering up? No kidding, the sailor sitting there like Popeye. One more. Then we have different fellows walking up the street with their girlfriend, and they come to a big mud puddle, and the first couple is from New York. That was my fault. That wasn't Dave Rose's fault if Petrillo's listening, believe me. A couple from New York coming to a mud puddle. Careful, it's a mud puddle, dear. Upsy daisy. I'm supposed to help. Yeah. Nothing like good rehearsal. We have a couple from Chicago going by the same mud puddle. Careful.
Be careful.
Huh?
Be careful, there's a mud puddle there.
Now she tells me. Then we have a couple from Los Angeles going by the same mud puddle. A couple from Los Angeles. Careful, there's a mud puddle. What that thing? Good night. I'll see you next week. Oh!